Hello and welcome to From the Roots Up, where we're building our homestead little by little from the roots up. I'm Kristy.
And I'm Makayla. Today we are going to be making cherry fruit leather.
It is day 25 in our Every Bit Counts challenge, and today we are going to be making a delicious treat. This is our first time to try fruit leather in the dehydrator, isn't it?
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
First thing we want to do when we get started is we're going to take the stems off your cherry. And you're going to pit them, is what it's called. You're just going to kind of slice it around the middle, open it up, and take the pit out. And I have put the stems and the pits in here. And I'm just going to put them in there.
All right, let's get to it and de-pit these cherries. We want to make sure that we're not letting any part of our fruit go to waste. We have all these pits, so we are going to make cherry pit vinegar. And this is a really, really simple way to use up your extra pits. So go ahead and put all the pits in here. Ooh. Okay, and now this is really simple. We just use a 2-to-1 ratio with vinegar. And we're going to put twice as much vinegar as cherry pits in here.
That's an 8. So that would be 4 of those lines.
Right there. And that's as easy as that. We put the lid on it and we shake it up a minute, and then we're going to let this sit for a couple of nights, and then you can strain out the pits and you'll have yourself some cherry vinegar that you can make salad dressing with or use however you want.
Cherry flavor.
So this way things don't go to waste. The next thing we want to do is make sure all of our cherry pieces are in this pot. So go ahead and dump the rest of them in this pot. Then we want to put, this is about 4 cups of cherries, sliced cherries. Then we want to put 1/3 cup of sugar in here. And 1/4 cup of water. We're going to take this over the stove and we're going to bring it to a boil until the cherries are soft, and we'll see you back here after that has boiled. All right, now Makayla brought our cherries to a boil and they're nice and smushy. We're going to put them in our blender and we are going to mix them all together and make sure all those little pieces get broken down really well. Okay, I'm going to do the hot pot, and then you can hit the button, okay, darling?
This is the first video I'm in with haircut.
It is. See Makayla's beautiful haircut? Give us a thumbs up if you like her haircut. All right, MJ. Hit that puree button.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you know what?
It's not plugged in.
In order to work the blender, you have to plug it in. We'll just count down. All right, so what we're going to do now is take the lid off. And it is hot. We're going to pull our blade out. And now we are going to pour it on these mats, and Makayla's going to spread it out nice and thin. And you want to make sure you have one of these silicone sheets for the dehydrator, because obviously if you poured this over the regular dehydrator things, they would just ooze through the pores. Now we have the fruit leather all ready to go, and we're going to carry it back and put it in the dehydrator.
So now we're going to put this in our dehydrator. We have an Excalibur 9-tray dehydrator. So you just slide that in. Doesn't matter which tray if you only have one. Then I'm going to close it. And
right like that, that's it.
Oop. Okay. So we're gonna gonna set this to 135, which would be, 135 is right there. We're gonna leave this in the dehydrator for about 8 to 12 hours. We'll see you when it's ready. So it's been about 12 hours. We left this in overnight. So now we are ready to cut it, wrap it, stick it in a jar, and save it.
All right, first we're gonna pull it off the mat and put it onto the cutting board. And it comes off in a nice, even wedge. All right, you ready to try it?
Yeah.
Mmm, it's delicious. Yum. Now the next thing we wanna do is to roll it up to store it. So you're gonna take it and roll it. And then we're gonna tie it. We just have some cooking twine. We're gonna tie it up. And put it in a mason jar. Oh, look how beautiful this is. This would make a great like Christmas gift for somebody.
They're cute.
You could just put it in the fridge in a Ziploc baggie, but we're gonna make it shelf stable for a little bit. And we're gonna put a lid on it and use our food saver to make it airtight.
You don't want to put the ring on yet, but you do want to put the little cap on. Just gonna plug that in the hole on our little, just wipe right there, and we're gonna make sure it's on there good, and we're gonna click accessory. So it has a little light that shows us the progress. It is done. Okay, and then this acts as a seat belt, like a seat belt. Pull it back in there, pop this off. And make sure that's sealed on tight. It is. You don't have to put the ring back on, but we're going to put the ring back on. And now you have a nice jar of cherry fruit leather. Thank you for joining us on From the Roots Up, where we are building our homestead from the roots up. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more content. And be sure to check out the rest of the Every Bit Counts Challenge videos right here. Thanks for watching.